Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. JairWoo. So I'm going to answer more of your questions that you have for me via Instagram because I enjoy making these videos. You seem to enjoy it as well, the last one that I did. It's been really fun to just sit back, chill, and just connect with you more, like on a deeper level, I guess, just to get to know me a little bit better. And let's get right to it. So I'm going to go to your questions, and I haven't checked these out, by the way. I kind of like to do these. I've noticed I'm better doing it just kind of like impromptu, like without really planning what I'm going to say. It's just let it flow. So the first question here is, have you ever been to France? Yes, I have been to France once, and I want to go back to France so badly. France was beautiful, and yeah, I want to go back. Where did you grow up? This is from Danny. Hey, what's up? I talked to him on Instagram. I always try to message everyone back. We have some awesome combos. He asked, where did you grow up? I grew up in California, Palm Springs to be exact. How do you do your brows? Please be honest. And how do you shave your hand and legs? Please share. I'm thinking of doing a brow video soon because I recently started kind of doing this little thing, which is not that crazy, but if you want to see that, let me know. And I never have shaved my legs nor my hands. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Either teleport or, I don't know, the ability to heal people. That would be amazing. That's a superpower, right? I would love to heal anybody, just like, especially right now. I mean, we need this. What is keeping you sane during isolation? This. Just getting to film videos, and also just, I mean, yeah, doing that and working on something that I will talk about very soon on the side. I'm really excited about this. But yeah, just keeping busy, but also there are days where I'm not so motivated. I'm being honest. Like there are days, like I had it yesterday. I feel like my quarantine has been just like up and down. There's days where I'm just like boom, boom. And there's days where I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything today. I just want to watch TV and just like not do much. I read this on Instagram the other day on this post. It said, during this time, like we're going through a pandemic, right? It's not a productivity contest. So if you don't feel as motivated, don't beat yourself up for that. That's what I tell myself as well. But yeah, just being able to connect with you through this time, honestly, has been helping me so much. Like genuinely speaking, yeah. What is your sign? So I am really into astrology. I don't know if you know this, but I have been getting into it a lot for the past like year-ish. I really love astrology. Not the type of astrology that you look at like magazines. It goes deeper than that. I won't get much into it, but I believe astrology to a certain extent. And for me, my sun sign is Libra, hence the tattoo. My moon sign is a Scorpio, and my rising sign is a Leo. Let me know in the comments, what is your zodiac sign? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? With kids, probably beginning the process of having kids, or like maybe having a 2-year-old at that time or at that point, maybe like a 1-year-old. And then I will have my blooming business, traveling. I mean, I don't know how I'll be traveling with kids, but traveling, having my home. Yeah, I want the whole thing. I want family, kids, house. Could you give me advice? I can't decide which career should I study. That's a good question. I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you what your career should be. I think that's something that, you know, you need to ask yourself. The way I look at it is think about why you want the career. Which one do you see yourself doing if like money wasn't involved? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is something that you love to do that you can see yourself doing for a long time without thinking of, I don't know, I feel like obviously money is important, but I feel like if you focus, not that you're doing this, but I'm just saying if you focus a lot on like the money, obviously like a good balance of what do you love to do and what's gonna make you money. I feel like if you really enjoy doing something, the money will just come because you will just be invested, and yeah, follow what you like to do, your passion, weigh out pros and cons. Maybe that'll help. What's something that turns you off? Something that turns me off is when they think that they are smarter than everyone around them. I don't know, it's like a turn off. It's like arrogance, right? I don't know, I don't like that when people think that they know everything and they can never be wrong. That's kind of annoying to me. But I don't try to take that personally, because I know sometimes those people, it's like you don't even realize that you're coming across that way. Oh, and definitely complainers. I don't like when people complain about like everything. That for me is just like, of all the places you have traveled, where is your favorite place? It would have to be a toss-up between Virgin Islands and Spain. Different reasons. I'm so bad at like favorite questions because I just can't choose just one. It's my Libra in me. But I loved Virgin Islands. That was a dream. It felt not real when I was there. I love water. Like I'm the first one in the pool, last one out. I can just be there all day. I feel like in a past life I like lived in an island. That's just how there's like an ice cream man. That's like my happy place. So Virgin Islands was beautiful. It was just like clear blue water, white sand. That was just unreal. And I also loved Barcelona as well. That was somewhere I want to visit to again. Barcelona for sure. Would you ever be in a long distance relationship? It just depends. Like, I don't know, if it's that person that's like meant to be your one and it's like your soulmate, at the beginning of the relationship, if there's distance involved, I feel like I could do it. If it's like, it just all depends. If there's a plan to like live together eventually, yes. What makes you cry in a good way? What makes me cry? Everything. Like honestly, the last time I cried was yesterday. I cried yesterday watching A Star Is Born. I've noticed I cry a lot with art. Like when someone's pouring their heart out in a song and singing and getting emotional, I start crying. Whenever there's like a scene in a movie and there's just, even at dances and stuff that I see online, I tear up. I don't know what it is. Big spoon or little spoon, both. It just depends. I like being spooned for sure. Playing with my hair, spoon me. But I also like spooning the other person too, so. Does your circle of friends involve YouTube creators as well? My immediate circle is not, they're not creators, but I do know a lot of, I know a lot of YouTube creators. No, it's just like everyone lives in LA, so I don't live in LA. I feel like everyone thinks that I live in LA. I don't live too far from LA. It's like 2 hours away, but like it's, yeah, if I lived in LA, I probably would have even more and, you know, hang out with them as much as I could. But like, yeah, it's just the distance. But we connect through social media all the time. How are you feeling, especially after your recent breakup? I'm feeling okay. I thought that I was doing well the first few months, or like, okay, it was really bad, of course, at the beginning. And then it was like, okay, I got this, like I'm great, because I was busy and I felt like I didn't realize until now. I was actually talking to, I don't know if you're watching, I was talking to Jane about this the other day. I was like, I think that I was just going and busy, and like I went traveling recently and I was just kind of keeping myself occupied. But now with quarantine and what's happening, I feel like I have more time to just sit and think and have my thoughts, just sit down and like reflect. I have more time, as I'm sure we all do, to sit and reflect. And I didn't realize that I wasn't fully over that person. There's a lot that obviously I probably won't discuss details of what happened, because it is just, I don't know, I don't want to bash, and I'm not going to. Let's just say there were some big breaking of trust with that relationship. I'm sure you can relate if you've been through heartbreak and getting your heart broken and just having a breakup. It is definitely a thing, you know, it has its days. Like I don't think, and I'm just being very transparent with you, there's still pretty much every day there's something that reminds me of that person every single day, and it's been like 8 months I think now. But at the same time, I'm just aware that this is normal and this is part of the healing process. And even though I miss this person, of course, sometimes I still remind myself why things are the way they are, and I just know deep down that this is all happening for the best. And I know that later on I'm gonna look back and be like, okay, wow, that needed to happen. And at the same exact time though, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also finding this time very therapeutic for me. It's like, I don't know if you can tell, but like I'm in a good place as well. It's weird, like I have my days, but like I'm also in a good place with myself. You know what I mean? Like at the same time, it feels great to just be by myself, even though I miss the companionship. But it's nice to work on myself and really just truly work on loving myself more. And just I'm rambling on, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Weirdest DMs. That's a really good video to make one day, actually. Someone once DM'd me and told me that I have a foot page, like a wiki foot fan page. I have a page that is pictures of all my feet, screenshots of videos that I've done in like Instagram post. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. What 3 golden rules for life would you tell your younger self? 3 golden rules for life. You put me on the spot. Don't worry about the things you can't control. Another one would probably be to not let fear get in the way. I know when I was younger, I was so scared of just, I don't know, like expressing and being myself. So that would be another one. And then third would be just to be kind. That's simple. I tell that to anybody. Kindness is everything. What should people in their 20s focus on? Saving money. Whether it's like 10% of your check, just save money as much as you can. I feel like 20s are interesting because, I mean, I feel like mistakes happen all the time in life. We're not perfect. 20s especially are where you have the room to make mistakes. And 20s is, at least for me, is where I've learned so much about myself, especially like during the later 20s, even currently. It's kind of like where you're trying to find what you like, find your passions. I don't know who told us, or society, I don't know why they tell us that, or make us feel like in our 20s we have to have all our shit together and we have to like have our established career. Of course, there are people that have that in our 20s, but that's not majority of people in the 20s, right? So like, I feel like 20s is just that, this sounds really cheesy, but like, I feel 20s are where you really find yourself, or you're like on that journey to like find yourself. So I feel like you should just focus on self-love, focus on saving some money, focus on having fun. What would your dream relaxing day be like? I kind of said this earlier, my dream relaxing day is just laying out by a pool, like by a beach, laying out, getting some sun, having a drink on the side, reading a book, just having some music in the background as well while I'm in the pool. And then after the pool, getting out, like grabbing some sushi and just chilling. Like, I don't know, that sounds like heaven to me, especially right now in quarantine. I want that. Your favorite tattoo? I have to say my favorite, I don't know, I like all of my tattoos. I'm just gonna say my finger tattoos. I love this lightning bolt tattoo that I had now for like 10 years, I think. And I've seen a lot of people have this now. Not saying that like I had this first or anything, but yeah, this is my favorite. I don't know, I love this. I like my Libra tattoo right there. Oh, and my favorite actually is the rose tattoo I have on my arm. That's my favorite one. What is the most useful thing you own? I don't know, my camera or my laptop or my phone. How do you practice speaking Spanish? I just speak Spanish every single day. I talk to my mom pretty much every single day on the phone. And since I was little, I just speak it a lot, more than people would actually think. Like for instance, my family, whenever there's family gatherings, I have a huge family, right? So like my brother, I speak English, and then my parents, I speak to them in Spanish. Since I was born. And my family, if we have parties, like all my cousins, we speak English to each other for the most part. And then my aunts and uncles, we all speak to them, at least for me, I speak to them in Spanish. How do you found the confidence to be fully out in public? That's a good question. I had to just, I don't know, I had to accept who I was, accept myself, and really embrace who I was, because I had a realization where I was like, you know what, this is me. This is me. I just had that, what is that, Canberra? I just had that epiphany, like, this is me. Nothing's gonna change, and if you can't accept me for who I am, then, you know, maybe you're not supposed to be in my life. And it's a progress. Like, I can't say that I was automatically confident in who I was. It literally has been gradual. It's been something that I'm very prideful in. Like, I love who I am, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And for me, it's like my sexuality is not entirely who I am, but it is a part of who I am. It's a pretty big part of who I am, but it's not entirely who I am. Like, I'm Jair, but there's so many other things to me than just my sexual orientation. And I went through a lot of dark times when I was younger, fighting my inner demons and not really accepting who I was. And I won't go back to that ever. Like, I've done so much work, and that alone has just given me the confidence to be proud and comfortable being out. Because yeah, it's like we only have one life to live. Do you really want to be older and realize, wow, I wasted all of my adult life just neglecting and not being happy or proud of who I am? And going through all that I did when I was younger, it has made me who I am today. And that itself, like, I wouldn't trade that for anything. And that alone just has given me the confidence. And I feel like once you have been out for a while, it just, I don't know, like, confidence just builds and builds and builds, and you just start to just be really comfortable with who you are. And if someone doesn't like you for that, F them, like, bye. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are the questions that I have for you today. There is much more, but I have to finish some other stuff. So thank you so much for submitting your questions. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you're doing well right now during quarantine. Please stay safe out there, be well, and I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna log off here. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Adios. Peace. Ha! Once again with the feet. Can you sing? Baby, lock them door and turn them lights down low. I can't sing.